Hi guys. Dang, D Walsh. A little parched tonight. Hey everybody. Hey Sharita, Cass, Marvin, Gabrielle, my auntie. Let me shut this door before this cat comes in here and ruins my whole entire life. All right, because she's loud. Okay, I'm glad everybody could come tonight. It's gonna be short. I'm not gonna have a long live tonight. Um, there was a message on my channel, and I just wanted to briefly discuss it. But it said, um, it said something to the effect of regarding that screenshot that I did the last live on. It said something to the effect of, "Sorry, Trey Gang already showed that," and that just pissed me off really, um, because that's part of the problem in the J4K community. That is one of the biggest problems we have. Is it's turned into some kind of competition, and I don't watch Trey Gang. I don't, unless he's speaking my name, and then I might go and see what he's saying. But um, I don't watch him because what he's showing I watched a year ago. So I'm not a rerun type person. But that's the problem. It's turned into a competition, and we should all be working together. Um, and that's pretty much what I said back to him is I didn't realize this was a competition. Um, and I didn't, but it is apparently. It's ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous, um, because everybody is going to discuss things that everyone else has discussed. It's just part of it. Um, yeah, all his minions, sheesh, and he's got a lot of them. And I'm just going to do anytime that I encounter them, I'm just going to say, what has he shown? What have you learned from him? Just tell me that. Um, regardless. Also, on the same token, I don't like it when right if if it's if you find something great, but also on the same token, don't take credit for somebody else's work. Don't do that. I had that problem with Zillionaire, where he was. I would post a video, and then shortly after that, he would post the same video, and I caught it where he was using some stuff that I had made from what's the name of that program? Some little pic collage. He was using my work from pic collage, and I was like, "Come on, man! Like seriously?" And claiming it as his own. If you use it, just say it's someone else's work. That's cool. But on that same note, it's not a competition, but don't take credit for someone else's hard work. Like I don't like that. Someone did that this week on Facebook, I'm told, and I've already had it out with them. It's not a secret. Leave no witness. Took that image from the last live and posted it as if they had just discovered it, and I just thought that was tacky for real. Um, Just tacky. You don't use somebody else's work. Well, we're all going to see things that, somebody else has seen, but don't do that. That's tacky. But tonight, I just wanted to bring up specifically some things that the attorneys have said in this case that is interesting. And um, specifically going back to Larry Rogers um, and the Andrew Holmes saga. Yeah, he's very tacky. I think he proved that when him and his wife were arguing with me. I thought it was really tacky. But he put it on Facebook, which, I don't F with Facebook. So, because it's nothing but drama to me. And YouTube is turning almost into the same thing. But it's all good. I just thought it was tacky. Jeffrey, yes. So I'm going to go over some things that old Jeffrey says. And starting with Larry Rogers. The main thing that we got from Larry Rogers is that there's no video of Kenneka walking into the freezer. That's pretty much all we took away from that. Then you get into the Andrew Holmes saga. And what Andrew said was, and I'm quoting him, what he saw was, quote, an accident waiting to happen, end quote. He said that in the video he saw, Jenkins was alone, apparently disoriented and wandering around the lower floor, randomly opening doors. Now, if you take that comma out, what he says is, he said in the video he saw Kenneka was alone, apparently disoriented and wandering around the lower floor, randomly opening doors. Yeah, now Larry did say something about the second autopsy. But Andrew Holmes really kind of struck a nerve with everybody and raised some eyebrows. Now, if you are looking at this case in the very, very beginning, and it's hard to do because we know so much stuff in our brains, but if you take everything away and just what you're hearing from the attorneys, it is enough to make you really think something's wrong with this case. Just listening to it, because Jeffrey Feiger says the video clearly shows that Kenneka was walking into an area that had an operating refrigerator and cooler that was under construction. We've went back and forth over this, about the cooler being operating or not being operating. He said she came to the hotel as a guest in the early morning hours of 9/9. This is Feiger. Apparently was intoxicated and wandered throughout the hotel according to video surveillance. At approximately 3:30 a.m., and he said he's not being exact. So that kind of gets him out of the accountability thing. Video shows her entering the kitchen area under construction. That kitchen, the door was unsecured. The walk-in freezer and refrigerator were obviously unlocked. Duh, she had to get in there some kind of way. If she got in there. At some point, very vague, Kenneka walked into the freezer, the door closed behind her, and over a period of hours, she froze to death. We have evidence that at some point, somebody secured the doors to the kitchen area and to the freezer compartment where she died. Photos shown were taken after her body was found, obviously. Then he shows the kitchen door, And he says it was taken by a family member, the photo. Let me pull that up. We'll make sure we're all on the same page. Kitchen door. All right. Figer. Him and that hairdo. It cracks me up. That's the kitchen door he's speaking about. The kitchen construction door. Just so we're all on. Let me make that just a tad bigger. Okay, so the family took that picture. We've all seen the doors. They're flimsy as I don't know what. Just made out of what looks to be something similar to plywood. He says what's most concerning is that the freezer door has a lock on it. It prevents someone from the inside from getting out. They believe this door, someone came and locked the freezer door. Then he says they don't have adequate answers. They have the police report. They have what they describe as the video. And the most revealing is that they see Kenneka entering the kitchen under construction at 3:30, and the Crown Plaza and the security company knew she was missing, and that at that very time, they reported to the family that they were doing their best to find her. All they had to do was look on the video, and they would have seen that Kenneka was wandering the hotel and wandering the kitchen. No explanation as of the time of this video, that video where he's taking those, showing those big images, why the Crown Plaza, the Caddyshack, and security didn't do anything for nearly a day and a half, and that her body supposedly laid there until it was allegedly discovered at approximately 12:30 a.m. the next day. Hey, Tammy. Then her body stayed there for nearly 5 hours while the family waited to find out what happened to Kenneka. And they expected to get the answers to all of that during pretrial. Now, I don't think Feiger was, I don't think he was well prepared for this conference personally. I think that he was probably briefed very briefly and went on out there. And I think that let me show the freezer door too while I'm at it. I think that didn't help. Let me zoom in a little. Okay, so this is the image of the freezer door that he showed. And yes, J Money, shout out to J Money. Rest in power. That just, so that's what we got, more or less. So then there was a post this week that threw me all the way off. And I'm going to show that. There's no sense beating around a bush with it. Hold on, let me get it pulled up. Hey, bud. What you doing, buddy? You want to be on camera? All right. Then came this post from Miss Teresa. Has everybody seen this post? Is it big enough for everybody? Let me make it bigger. Can you guys see that? Hey, Tricia, Shandia, Mama J. Is it Tarika or Tarika? I hate messing up people's names. It's too small. Heard it through. Okay, hold on. Let me make it bigger. Can y'all see that? Let me see if I can make it just a tad bigger. All right. And roll it up. Hold on. Let me zoom out so I can zoom back in. All right. Get it situated on here. All right. Can you guys see that? Good deal. Now, this post came from Miss Teresa. She says, allegedly, there was an employee in the kitchen Kenneka was found in for 2 hours or so. That employee came out. Kenneka didn't. 10 minutes or so later, another employee came in and found Kenneka. Now, let me move it down for you guys. Hold on. We went to a meeting, and it was stated to us at some point Kenneka got out of the Crown Plaza door. One of our forever questions are, how the hell Kenneka got back in Crown Plaza? And where are the footages y'all want us to believe? But God. J for K for life. So what do y'all think about that post? They went to a meeting and it was stated to them that at some point Kenneka got out of the Crown Plaza door. But their question is, how in the hell did she get back in the Crown Plaza? So, where is that footage? I'm just saying. This literally is tea. What my question would be about it, right? What my question would be about it is, who was in the meeting? And where's the video of Kenneka going out the Crown Plaza door? And if that's the case, how the hell did she get back in the Crown Plaza? Chloe won't be able to talk after this live. She'll have an appendage missing. So, I mean, that just threw me all the way off. Yeah, who do you think is lying? I do want to say something though. Um, I want to say this. Number one, I don't live in the city of Chicago, and thank God I don't. I'm just being 100. Thank God I don't. But with that being said, um, yeah, she was told several things in the beginning. With that being said, I don't. I'm not in that environment, but this is what I do know about, and I do know about legal stuff. So, hmm, um, and I've said this all along. If you are going to win a lawsuit, excuse me, if you're going to win a lawsuit and all of the case file is saying things happened one way, that's the way you're going to go with it. If you want to hurt them in the pocket, as far as hurting them in the pocket, Rosemont really did her a favor because the way everything is wrote up, it's like a big liability case. I don't see any way that they're not going to end up paying her. But if you wanted to pursue the case in a criminal aspect, that case file is just garbage. Absolute garbage. And it would take something short of a miracle to be able to reverse all of that paperwork. I mean, it would be nearly impossible unless some kind of video surfaced or unless someone there squealed or rolled. Um, that's a lot of evidence to try to flip around. That was a fake statement, Sadika. Hey, Sandra. Um, somebody bless her heart. That is still a thing. People are still sharing that stinking statement that is fake. I got it in email saying I have a confession, and they were dead ass serious. I have a confession, and sent me that. I was like, man, come on. That's so fake. I mean, you can. Stevie Wonder could see that. If you look at the documents from the case file versus that one piece of paper, you can see 50 things that are wrong with it from jump without even reading it. And I think we already went over who did that. And I think we know that Cassie has evidence on that. And I think I even shared it. Didn't I, Cassie? Maybe. But dang, we're still talking about this fake document. And it's sad because people have been flipped around over it. And that is so sad. And it's sad that somebody would tarnish um, a case like that by throwing out some junk just for attention. I had always heard that about the security guy, but never saw the footage. So I'm wondering, like, if the only way that you can get justice for your daughter is by hurting them in their pocket, go for it. I'm just being honest. If that's the only thing you have in front of you that, and it's going to hurt them, it's going to hurt them. They might not think it does, but it's going to hurt them. Because what that then does also is sets a case precedence where, should something happen like that again, they can be able to reference Kenneka Jenkins versus Crown Plaza and say, look, this has already happened once and this is what happened because of it. So, in a way, in a roundabout way, that's justice. If it should happen to someone else, they would be able to fall back on that case precedence and say, but in this case, this is what happened. But um, I know everybody wants to see somebody arrested, and a lot of people think that's justice for them. Um, but I'm wondering, and I'm not her. I wouldn't want to walk in her shoes ever. Um, what what this post was about, because it's about something, and it's about something that happened. Because you wouldn't just state all of that just out of the blue. So it was stated to them. If you really break this down, this meeting, we went to a meeting, and it was stated to them, but she's pointing up at allegedly. At some point, Kenneka got out of the Crown Plaza door. Hey, Jackie's concern. Hey, LaMarcus. I'm good. How are you? Marcella. Right, Sadika. She's saying something without saying it. And I just wish I knew what it was. Is that the only thing that's up above that is allegedly? Let me look at that again. Okay, let me back it up. We're going to break it down one more time. All right. Allegedly, there was an employee in the kitchen Kenneka was found in for 2 hours or so. That employee came out. Kenneka didn't. 10 minutes or so later, another employee came in and found Kenneka. All right, roll it down. We went to a meeting. Don't know who we is. Oh, it does, doesn't it? I see that. We went to a meeting. It was stated to us at some point Kenneka got out of the Crown Plaza door. And she's got that in quotes. She's got that in quotes. Yes, I remember Ball Ball. Clark Avenue Ball Balls in 54 Keys. And she came in there and got what's his name that was sitting on the couch. Then it says, so she's got that in quotes. Quote, at some point, Kenneka got out of Crown Plaza's door. Hey, Trevante Howard, that's it. Yeah, so Ball Balls came there and said, let's go. One of our forever questions are how the hell Kenneka got back in Crown Plaza? And where are the footages y'all want us to believe? But God. J for K for life. Sadiqa said it. She's trying to say something without saying it. Hey, Deanna. Honestly, I saved that footage and didn't think it saved. I was thinking about this today. D. Walsh, I was going to tell you this earlier. I saved that footage on my laptop, and it was shortly after that it just, I couldn't hardly even get a key to press down. It was so overloaded. And now, on second thought, I'm thinking it probably did save it. I need to go back and look. Yeah, I want to play what Andrew Holmes said. I do have that keyed up. Well, I said I did. It's right here. Probably at the top. All right. Where's my video? Let me find it. I had it keyed up. I swear I did. I don't understand why these articles will not. All right. This is from the Tribune. Let me see if I can get it to play. Ooh, they're full of ads. All right. Oh, finally I found it. Come on. All right. All right. So I'm going to play screen share and we're going to go over what exactly Andrew Holmes said. Hold on. Video that I won't get into to hamper this investigation. All right. Make sure this is cut up. All right. Foremost, I did view the video. Some parts of the
this investigation, but the important part is that we all was wondering and wanted to know, did anybody pull her down there? Did anybody force her down there? Was anybody on the other side in the room with her when she got down there? And the answer to that is no. She walked into that unsecured area that should have been secured with locks on there where she couldn't get in there. I've been inside the freezer down there, and upon looking at that freezer, you can open up that door, take a half step up, turn to your left, pull the other door. This door would be closing anyway. The other door, probably when she got in there, that door closed on her too, and it was dark in there. Now, there is a knob that you can push to get out of there, but, that investigation has to go on with the Rosemont Police Department to wait on the toxicology to see what's going on with that. But as far as someone pulling her down there, leading her down there,
Cassandra Van Treek. Sorry, I can't help but be a smart ass sometimes. Okay, so just as an outsider looking in, and if you're just hearing about this case for the very first time, it is very hard to wrap your brain around the fact that a fully functioning adult would open up that door to that freezer and walk in. I'm just being 100. Drunk or not. What in the Sam hell would you go in that freezer for? And I'm one of the people, if you don't know by now, I don't believe she ever made it into the freezer alive. That's just my opinion. And you may never get me to believe that. I'm just thinking about being in a drunk state. Yes, he did redact that. Just at the very beginning, listening to the things that were said in the beginning, it drew red flags from the very beginning. Oh, hi, Rita Ray. I hope you get to feeling better. Yeah, Holmes is, yeah, no comment. That's just me personally. Um, but I will say this. I can listen to anything and I can agree to disagree on anything and keep it, I don't have to fight and argue with anybody. I'm not about that life and I'm not going to do it. I'm too grown for it. And, oh no. um, but I don't see, this is just me personally. I don't see the people standing inside of the walls, um, the monsters. I don't see that. I just don't. But I will say this. When I look at my phone, I have an SG S9. It's old. I think Andrew Holmes thought he was a lot more important in this case than he actually was. And I do think he let his mouth override his ass, is what I think. I agree with that, Cassie. Um, no. That's a lot of stuff to remember. Hey, Sarah has an H. New beginning. I just, excuse me, I am. I can agree to disagree on a lot of things, but when it comes to the thank you. When it comes to the monsters in the wall and the SWAT team inside the wall, and I'm not about that life. But I will say this, and that's what I was about to say. My S9, when I look at something on my S9 versus someone who's sending me pictures on even an S10 SE or whatever that is, or an S20, totally different images. Totally different images. Um, I think Humongous D spoke about this a lot in the beginning about the pixels and the speed at which you play something, etc. But my phone doesn't capture the detail that one of these newer phones captures. I'm jelly, dead ass. Like, I can't see the things that I really want to because my phone's not capable. The exact same picture. Um, it's crazy to me. It's mind boggling, really, how that works. But in other words, I need an upgrade. Yeah, the 20 note Ultra 1080p is banging. It's banging. I'm not seeing nothing like that on my S9. Nothing. I can stare at it all day long. Stare at it all day. But when you take a 20 note, whole different ball game. Whole different ball game. So that matters, and you have to factor that in. Um, I still don't think you're going to get the two-headed monster and the SWAT team in the wall with a 20 note Ultra 1080p. I'm sorry, I just don't see that. Oh, thank you, Marcella. No, I can't buy that. What recorded phone call? Flower bloom. Ooh, that sounded hateful. No. When I look at something on my phone versus looking at the same image or video, let's just say video, on the 20 note, world of difference. It's eye opening. It is so incredibly different. And that's an issue. That's a big issue. So when I'm looking at, I don't know, see, here's the thing on the 20 note, it has a stylus. And with that stylus, you can magnify anything you want. I forgot how many times it goes in magnifying. It's crazy. It is crazy. The um, the preciseness that that phone is capable of. It's. I want one bad. Larry Rogers stated in that interview him and Teresa was at the radio station that the kitchen we see her walking in wasn't the kitchen she was found in. Hey, Jocelyn. You would think that someone would be watching at a something. It does make a big difference, doesn't it? Jackie's concerned. It's crazy. Like, it blew my mind. I had no idea what I was missing. Well, first of all, the footage is edited. I think we can all agree on that. But what I'm saying is, If you take a shot from the footage, not from an edited video of dumbass over here, I'm just going to be all the way 100 with you, rock gut truth. If you take a picture, a screenshot from the footage, if I do it on my S9 versus if somebody does it on their 20 note, it is a whole different world. That's the only way I can explain it. It's a whole different world, and they've got it. They can tell you. I don't have it. I wish I did. But it's got a magnifier on it, and they can magnify like it's crazy how many times they can magnify. And what I'm seeing in this footage is a lot more detail. I'm still not seeing monsters coming out of the wall. I'll go ahead and be honest with that about that. There's no monsters or no SWAT teams in the wall. Yes, it's classified as a tablet. Well, Cass, do you? I mean, we can agree to disagree. I'm grown about that. It's either here or there. It doesn't make me any difference. We can agree to disagree. It's all good still. Yes, things are sharp and more clear. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. Blew my mind. And now I got to have one. Bottom line, I need an upgrade. Bad. So maybe not everybody agrees that the footage is edited. I do. I believe that. That's all I mean, everybody's got their own opinion. I believe that when you took that long to hand over that footage, that's a problem. That's a big problem. Right. We're all going to see different stuff. It just is what it is. I mean, we can fight and throw blows if you want about it. It makes me none. But you can't you can't tell me what I can see. I don't see a SWAT team inside a brick wall. I don't see a man with a AK-47 strapped on his back and a plaid shirt. I don't see that. Just being honest, I don't see it. Maybe I need a Note 20 so that I can see these three-headed monsters coming out of the walls. I don't know, but um, I think some things are tacky. Um, the way things handle are getting handled across the board. I don't understand the taking the case backward stuff. I don't understand that. Right, and a lot of people are like that. They see it, but they don't want to say nothing. You didn't see me carrying KJ. No, I didn't see that. I missed that. Hmm. So, anyways, yeah, I think I'm going to end the live. I hope you guys all have a great night, and I'll catch y'all again this week. Thanks for coming, guys.